We're just cultivators. We cultivate poppy in the hills, are veg, and then the fruit of that poppy we are taking.
So Manipur has a population of, if you see the 2011 census, which is the latest, 2021 hasn't come out yet. There are, the population around 2 lakhs, not 2 lakhs, but some to 2 crores.
We will be taking over control of airports. We will be taking over control of Khongsang railway station. We will control the civil aviation department. In employment, we will compete with general category people. We will take their seats. We will compete with other STs. We will take ST seats also.
Have to be accepted forthright by Biren Singh himself. Biren Singh should admit the truth that he is solely responsible in presiding over
just a moment.
institutional
Truth and reconciliation, as practiced in South Africa, was not targeted on a single individual, as you seem to be targeting Biren Singh. It was an attempt, to get communities and people in the majority to talk to each other, to admit their mistakes, to admit and say sorry to each other, and thus reconcile.
From the view of the Kuki community as a research scholar, there are no hardliners within the Kuki community. And if at all there is any hardliner in the state, it must be from the valley. We have seen over and time again and heard how the Rambai Tingal and Meitei Lipuns are spearheading the atrocities. That can be a hardliner. Now, which is very much attuned to what Yamini has commented on. Violence comes from, from the valley to the hills. If we can stop that, if the state, the army can stop that.
Kartike, I have a limited point to make. First of all, I don't know who Yamini is, who Mr. Dongel is in agreement with, but I hope it's me. Number two, if you are in agreement with me, Mr. Dongel, then maybe you need to re-listen to what I said, because I said exactly what you are not saying, which is that we can't have hardliner views. And the fact that you can come on national TV and say that violence only comes from valley to to the hills is absolutely unacceptable. And you will lose the war of perception here, because I have heard a lot of Meiteis come on TV and say that it's happened both sides have to take responsibility, and nobody in any peacekeeping dialogue is going to take on the shoulder of a responsibility of a conflict that has been fought on both ends. So if this is the foundation that you're going to start a dialogue with, I don't think it is going to gain any merit. And I think this is exactly the problem that we are dealing with. May I remind you that the organizations that went into an agreement with the government were militant organizations from the Kuki community, so you cannot say that there hasn't been violence in the hills ever, or violence hasn't been perpetrated from the hills. So these are arguments that we can go on endlessly, and you can consider yourself neutral, but if you're only pointing a finger at one community, there is going to be no conclusion out of this. So this is exactly the hardliner view I was talking about, Kartike.